Alright guys, back here yet again. Special edition of Fab Life of Dre, I Got a Story to Tell podcast. We're doing it at the Pine Law Buttermilk. I'm going to probably edit some of this out because I'm just babbling at this point.
Crack, keep a beep on me. Your homie Madam the man and he plain out creeping on me. I know he really a fan, so I don't believe in homie. I got a new shorty, she ain't never.
Alright, it's your girl at the Fab Life of Dre back here again with some special guests. Please introduce yourself.
Let's go, y'all. My name's Wade Jones, aka the Notorious Bandana Man.
He really does have a bandana on his fly. He's rocking it too.
Bandana Man for sure. Wade Jones, yeah.
Perfect. So why did you decide to take music seriously? Wait, hold on. Before we keep going, please introduce yourself. I know you don't want to be on camera, but I do have someone sitting next to me. And tell me about your affiliation to Wade Jones.
Yeah, my name Supernova. I'm not gonna say my real name, but my name Supernova. And this nigga Wade Jones right here is my motherfucking brother and shit. You already know.
Perfect. Alright, so why did you decide to take music seriously and not just consider it as a hobby or like an outlet like most people do?
It was like a hobby, I guess, at first, like middle school type stuff, like just freestyle and all that. Got to high school, and I was like, all right, in high school, I didn't know where studios was, nothing like that, because I wasn't even from Connecticut originally. I'm from Queens. And
you're from Queens. Yeah, Queens get the money.
Fact,
shout out to Nasir.
Of course. So, same last name, everything. But,
oh, yeah. And shout out to Nikki, I'm sorry, Southside Jamaica Queens. And shout out to 50.
Yeah, all that. But, yeah, so I didn't know studios. I didn't know engineers. I didn't know anybody who rap. I had no connections to music whatsoever. So I was like, all right, for fun, I'm going to try to, like, see how far I could take it. So at, like, 15, I ain't have money like that. So it took me, like, a grip to save, like, $25. And I went on Amazon and bought one of them little condenser microphone things.
Really? Yeah. Now that's dedication, guys. That's like, wow. He's dedicated to his craft. Keep talking.
Yeah, so I started recording in my room, just recording bullshit. Like, I didn't know how to write songs. So I was just like freestyling every day till I got good at that shit. Just kept recording shit. Kept doing that on a regular basis, basically. And it caught on eventually. Like, by the time I was like in 11th grade, I was playing football at the time, so I was rapping with a lot of people who used to freestyle on the bus and battle kids on the team, all that. So eventually, I came up with the name Wave Jones. I had like 2 other rap names before that, kept changing it, and then Wave Jones just kind of stuck. People just kept calling me that like on a regular basis. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna rock with it. Like, it became like my second name, like real life type shit. So kept going like that.
Hold on, before you keep going, I have this quote where I like to say, I don't ever follow, like, why follow the wave when you can create the wave? 2, 1. Okay, guys, we're resetting. We had to change the battery, technical difficulty. I was just saying, I have this. Everyone out there, you guys can create your own wave. You don't always have to hop on a bandwagon. So I want you to tell me a little bit more about your inspiration and who inspired you growing up, or what made you first fall in love with hip hop.
All right, so let's see. All right, originally, believe it or not, I didn't grow up with a lot of like hip hop playing in the house and shit like that. Like a lot of my friends did. So that they really the ones who put me on the rap music a lot. My dad was like more of like a Michael Jackson fan, shit like that.
My dad too.
Yeah, so I grew up just hearing like Billie Jean, shit like that all the time. Hearing music like that on a regular basis. So when it came to music, I had more of a sound for like melodies and stuff because of that. And then when I was 12 years old, my aunt bought me one of those little MP3 player things.
Nice.
And she put music on it because I didn't know how to download music. So she put like 3 Run DMC songs on there.
Oh,
so I used to listen to the same 3 Run DMC songs like every morning on the way to school.
Wow.
So I heard that, I was like, this is kind of fun. kept going with that. And then when I was 13, my boy Kobe, he put me on the Biggie Smalls music. And then from that point forward, it was a rap. Like, I wanted to rap like Biggie so bad. I was trying to cop Coogee clothes, all that shit.
One of the best influencers in the game, pivotal person in hip hop, inspired my podcast. Shout out to you, Notorious B.I.G.
Facts.
Shout out to Pop. Shout out to everyone that's lost life in the industry.
Facts. Yeah, so with Biggie, I think the song that like really had me like into it with Biggie was probably Kicking the Door. That's the sample on that was just hard.
That's a classic, guys. That's off Ready to Die, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And then after I heard Kicking the Door, I heard Dead Wrong.
I was gonna say the What for me with Method Man.
Word.
One of them
Fucks with the What so hard.
Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle, like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Like, but
that whole album really.
definitely, I love The Door. It's one of my favorite songs, like to this day. But
with Hove too. Yep, I know that song. Yep.
Facts. But
wait. I want to know who your top 5 MCs. We're on a
top
good roll.
5. Yes.
Right.
Do they gotta be like dead or alive,
Dead
or is
or
just
alive.
dead
Top
or alive?
5 dead or alive.
Biggie goes number 1 every time. After that, let's see. I'm trying to, cause I listen to music. I listen to new stuff a lot, so when new stuff comes out, I keep listening to it. So if you artists, I'll be having fresh on my brain. So I'll say they're my top 5, but they're not really my top 5.
Just whoever you're into right now.
Whoever I'm into right now.
Your top 5 artists in general.
All right. Does it got to be rap artists specifically? Anyway.
No,
all right.
whoever you draw inspiration from.
Jacquees. I fucks with Jacquees.
I love him.
Yeah. When it comes to like, I do a lot of hooks where it's like harmonizing and shit, but like. Facts. How'd I forget that shit? Oh yeah. Ice Cube definitely. Primo Rice. I like E-Wavy, and that's 4, right? So far, 4. I need the 5th one. I gotta make this account.
Tech 9.
Yeah.
Wow. No one talks about Tech 9. He's been on his grind independently for years. He's been touring for years. Wow, I'm surprised you said him. That's amazing. Okay, so I want to talk about a little bit more about your background. You said you come from Queens. I want to know a little bit more about your childhood and how you became Wave Jones. What was young Wave Jones like? What were some of the pivotal parts of your history, I guess?
All right, so I was born in Queens. My mother's from Jamaica. My dad's from Queens.
What part of Jamaica?
Otros.
Is that like, I don't know, I mean...
It's like suburban Jamaica. Yeah, it's
okay.
Yeah, so that's where my mom from. She came to America, met my dad. They lived in Brooklyn for a little bit. Had me. After that, my brother came after me. We moved to Connecticut when I was in elementary school. So came over here, moved to Bloomfield. I ain't like it over here. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
I was gonna say, moving from Queens to Bloomfield.
No, I hated that shit. I used to complain every day. I told my mom, I was like, it's too quiet. You don't hear no cars, none like that. I used to falling asleep like hearing sirens like driving by. So
that's
like,
how you fell asleep. That was
so I couldn't fall asleep to silence. That was hard. It was hard to sleep like the first couple of years when I moved here.
I know how you feel.
Yeah, I ain't have no friends neither. I lived on a white ass street. So
that's Bloomfield. It's really just like prominent black people or white people.
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly. So I lived on a white ass street, and me and my brothers was the only kids on my block. There was another block up there with these kids, but they was mad weird. So I ain't like going over there because their mom was racist and used to accuse me of stealing shit all the time. So yeah, but I came over here. Me and my brother, I wouldn't say we were hot-headed. My brother was hot-headed. I was like more calm one, but we used to get in fights a lot, like in elementary school type shit. Cause especially we weren't from there, we didn't act like the other kids from here. It's weird. I noticed a lot of people from CT are a lot more bold with this shit they say. They say a lot more disrespectful shit and don't realize it's disrespectful. So me and my brother used to fight a lot of people over that shit. So I grew up fighting over dumb shit like that a lot, like middle school, elementary school type stuff. But as a kid, I like just creating stuff, like from the time I was young.
So you had like that artistic mindset.
Yeah, like I just did everything, like especially because my family didn't have money, so it wasn't like I could buy a bunch of shit anytime I was bored. I couldn't like get new toys.
Right, you didn't have supplemental income just coming like a lot of people, so you had to grind harder.
Right.
Now you mentioned something about racism. I've been kind of talking about this lately. How do you make music in this current like political climate or this current state of, I guess, the racial tensions? And it's just kind of complicated the way the world is right now. How do you navigate and still make music, and how do you stay strong as a black man and not let nothing tear you down?
I think first of all, it's important to know like your value as a person. Like if you hold yourself to a certain standard, you're not gonna let anybody treat you any way below that standard. Like that's why I'm appreciative that I had my father in my life, because from the time I was little, he always told me I was like royalty and shit like that. So I grew up like, if you treat me anything less than royalty, I'll beat your ass. Like that's really like what it boiled down to.
I love that mentality.
Yeah, so like I'm a prince and there's nothing lower than that basically. So I just walk around thinking like that, and it's never no cocky shit. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody else. It's just you're not gonna treat me like less than what I am. So regardless of what your race, your background, how much money you make, anything like that, it doesn't make you any better than the person standing next to you. The person could be homeless. He can still be a better person than you at the end of the day. When you die, all that shit go away.
You have nothing. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
When we die, we don't have any of our material possessions. No one is better than anyone, regardless of social status, regardless of wealth, anything. No one's better than no one. Everyone's the same. Everyone has equal opportunities in my eyes, even if the government or whatever is against whoever. So I want to wrap this up by you talking about how you found out about the Strictly Business movement and why you decided to come out tonight, and how are they instrumental in your career?
Let's see. I think it was it Grim D? I think he was doing a show at one point, and he tagged Strictly Business, and he was like, shout out Strictly Business, I'm doing a show, da 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 da. And back then, I hadn't done only one show before that, so I was trying to get more shows. That was like my goal for this year. Last year it was about like just getting music done, like creating more content. I was like, all right, by 2018 I'm gonna get way more shows done. So came into 2018 looking for more shows. I seen Strictly Business doing shows, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna DM somebody from that team and see if I could make some connections. Cause I was trying to step out of my shell a little bit. So I DM'd was it Liz? Somebody. I DM'd somebody.
Probably Liz. Shout out to my girl Liz the Lizard, A60.
Yeah, facts. And she was like, yeah, we're doing a showcase at such and such time, and you could come through. So I came through and I did it, and then ever since they just been rocking with me pretty heavy. Like they've been showing mad love. They've been giving me tips, giving me props, just showing respect, all that. So I fucks with them heavy. I've been doing Strictly Business shows for this past year, basically. Like,
wow.
So, yeah.
Just about the same time span for me as well. All right, so I just want to thank you guys again for sitting down with me. As you know, you can find me at the Fab Life of Dree on Twitter and Instagram. My Dree Jamise is my YouTube. Check out the first episode of my podcast. I got a story to tell. Please give your social media so all the ladies can find you guys.
I'm at Wave Jones on Instagram. Just Wave Jones, no spaces, no little symbols and shit like that. Twitter at Real Wave Jones. SoundCloud, all you gotta do is look up Wave Jones. I'm on top right there. You could Google my name too, it's gonna come up.
You said Google him.
I'm dead ass serious. Wave Jones on YouTube or Perfect Sound Entertainment on YouTube. I got mad views on there, so you're gonna find it mad quick. I had 100,000 views on one of them the other day, so y'all shit. But
you need to have a 100K party or something.
yeah,
like
facts.
that.
I should do that. That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Wave Jones anywhere, just look it up, you're gonna find it.
All right, perfect. And please give your social.
Nah, man, you can hit me up on Instagram, SVPPER.Nova on Instagram. I don't got no Twitter, nothing like that. Well, I do got Twitter, but it ain't popping, so you know. Yeah, just hit me up on Instagram. Yeah, that's it.
All right, and that is a wrap.